Hey guys, Wendy here. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Happy to have you. So today I am going to do a little book review and we're going to chat a little bit about that. So stay tuned. All right guys, so I did read a book over the weekend. It's a nonfiction book, like I told you guys I was going to do in my last video. I'm going to try to mix it up a little and do some nonfiction and fiction to kind of get back to what I used to do, which was read strictly nonfiction. And then when I started this channel, I got more into the fiction and I've been reading strictly fiction, but I want to try to mix it up a little bit. So, because I do really love nonfiction books as well. So, the book I read this weekend was called The Happiest Man on Earth. And this is by Eddie Jaku. It's the beautiful life of an Auschwitz survivor. And let me tell you guys, it is a beautiful book. I so enjoyed this book. This picture is on the back. And this man was absolutely nothing short of incredible, the life that he lived. He was in the concentration camps. He did go to Auschwitz, as did his mother, his father, his sister. They were separated. His parents were killed. And so he didn't get to even see them really, or let alone say goodbye. His sister and him were separated, but do end up reconnecting later on in the story. The book is just so beautiful, and it is a story about survival, really. I can't believe the things that this man went through, and he lived to be 101 years old. He died in the last year, and his wife died at 98. She died this year, and he had children and grandchildren, and just they opened a business together, and just they were married for 75 years, and it was just incredible. And it is a beautiful story. It's about perseverance, it's about love, it's about, all the unbelievable things the human body can go through and still survive. And this man came to appreciate life so much after what he went through, and he talks about all the things you should be grateful for and all the little things that don't involve money or material things. And it really makes you stop and think about what's important. We all get caught up in our everyday lives and buying things and wanting things and striving for things, but the things that are really important to us, the things that really matter, are our family, our love for each other, and things like that. And that's what he really talks about in this book. It was just a wonderful book. There's pictures in this book which are really cool. I love old pictures. You can see them of him and his sisters, his family, just wonderful pictures. And then him later on, he came to him and his wife. He ran the Holocaust Museum, and he had some of his things in there. And it's just, I tell you, it's an incredible story, and it's a very short book. I mean, I think it's only got just about 200 pages. I read it in one day. So my husband, I don't know if you guys remember, but I told you he is strictly a nonfiction reader. So he wants to read this next, and he's going to. But I am definitely going to mix it up with the fiction and the nonfiction, like I said, because I really do enjoy nonfiction books as well. And I'm sitting here looking at this book, and I know that I have talked about it before, but it's the Gratitude book. And like I said, you guys can use any, it doesn't have to be this book. It could be a notebook, a pad, but definitely you should write what you're grateful for every day. I do. It sets the intention for the day. It's just something magical about it, and it really puts things into perspective. And I just found this in here, and I kind of forgot that I put it in here, but it is a picture of my mom. It's a black and white picture, which I love. It's one of my favorites of hers. I'm going to show it to you. You can see it. It's her sitting in a chair. I love the style back then, the clothes. There's writing on the back, but I can't even I don't understand what it is. I can't make it out. I'm sure it's to my dad. They wrote so many letters and pictures they sent to each other. My father was in the Korean War, so I think that's one of these pictures. But I do keep it. I put it in here to keep it. Um, because definitely she was someone who I was very grateful for my whole life. So she's in my gratitude book forever now. And so I wanted to share that with you guys again because I'm sitting here staring at it, and I always remind people that I know, start a gratitude book, or write down what you're grateful for, because it just does amazing things. And what reminded me is reading this book, because his main message in here, besides just the important things in life, is to love each other, but is to be grateful for everything you have. So that's the main message in this book. So it's a great feel-good book, but it's an amazing story. So I highly recommend The Happiest Man on Earth by Eddie Jaku. So the other thing I wanted to mention is, in my last video I did talk about Under the Whispering Door, and how I wasn't sure if I was going to DNF it or not. I didn't get a chance to even read it this weekend because I picked this up and I devoured it, and I was just also very busy. So I'm going to try it one more time, and if I can't finish it, I'm not going to. I'm not wasting my time on books that I just can't get into. I have too many other books to read. And maybe next year, maybe a couple of months from now, I always believe in revisiting it. It could be the headspace I'm in, many things. But if I'm not feeling like this book is going to be something I can finish, I'm going to DNF it and not feel bad about it, because there's too many wonderful books out there. Not to say that's not a wonderful book, but it's just not hitting with me at this time for whatever reason. So so I wanted to update you on that. Don't forget to tune in Wednesday for bookish news, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up on this video if you like it. I appreciate it each and every time, and I'll see you guys here back again on Wednesday. Have a good night.